Hello and welcome to the TattleTale tablet demonstration. This will be part of a series of videos. This particular part of the series will cover the tablet software and use. Okay, when you first start, you'll probably see this. This is telling you that your IP address is not correct or your server is not started. I know the server started and I know that IP address is wrong. So I would click OK, come over to network, wireless configuration. I know my IP for the server is 15. Yours would probably be different. So what we're doing, we'll change it there. This is your current IP address. This is how you can, if your internet's not connected, this is how you can test your internet connection, and if it's successful, it'll be blue and not red. So we'll go over to system options real quick. This particular option is set so if you have a tablet at each machine, you can assign this to a specific machine. In this case, we don't have it assigned to any machine, but you can change it to assign it to a machine. This particular option here allows tablet sounds to be heard. This option allows voices to be heard. Over here we have your document control specifically for ISO. Most companies are ISO certified, and you can click here and type in your document control number for service types. Click here to enter your document control number for PMs. Image control. Sometimes that we found that when the work order image is printed or saved, you get a little black at the bottom. This is where you would change this number. This will change your service types printings, and this will change your PM image printings. Demo mode. Demo mode is specifically used by ProductFast. You cannot do anything with demo mode. If you want to put all presses in run mode, we did this because when we're testing, the system doesn't count press not in use. It only counts the run mode to get a more accurate OOE of the equipment. Or you can put all presses not in use. This is useful at the end of the day. If you're closing down the shop for the weekend, we put all presses not in use, and that way there won't be any times you won't throw off the OOE of the system. So now that we covered that, let's go to the client interface. Over here we changed our IP to 15. You notice it is here, so we press connect. If successful, it'll be green. In this case, I'm going to use engineering, and I'm going to put it to machine 4, just for the heck of it. I'm going to press engineering only because my text is set up for engineering and engineering only at this time. You'll hear it gives the ding.
Engineering requested at machine 4.
What you're hearing in the background is the server received the command telling you that engineering is requested at machine 4. You can't see it from here, but it's automatically timing. The timing is displayed on the large screen monitor if you have it hooked up. And as you heard, I just got the text for engineering. So if I was in another part of the building, I would know that engineering is. I'll tell you what the text says. It says engineering needed on the production floor. Work order number 93760. This does, it gives you the work order number, and you save it in your text so you can close it out later if needed. Engineering requested at machine 4. Tells you the time of the request and the date. The date was 12/8/2016 at 8:06 a.m. The server will continue to time until the engineer is done. You can either If he needs maintenance, he'll call maintenance. If he needs cell leader, this is all fully customizable by the end user. You don't have to use our terminology. You can call it whatever you want, and it'll call that name. So when the engineer is complete, we'll do machine running or whatever we need to do, or not in use if that's the case. And at this point, it stops timing. It automatically creates a work order for engineering with that specific work order number. And then we go to our PM. This is kind of cool feature that we added. So if we want to close open work order PMs, click the button, select the time frame. These are all the time frames that should have something. I know daily PM has one in there. So we'll select the work order number, and we'll select 8645 just randomly. I'll let it know that I'm the one that's going to be closing it, and then I'll click OK.
PM has been initiated.
The tablet server announces that the PM has been initiated. If you look up here, it says Dwayne Snickles is processing PM work order number 8645. So when I'm done with that PM, I will then click the PM button again. Okay, confirm closing PM work order number 8645. Clicking yes will close the daily work order 8645 currently in process at machine 4. Do not get confused. This could not match this up here because this actual PM was assigned to press 4 or machine 4. And it lets you know that I am the one, or who is the one that is working. Now, if I'm not me, I'd click no to cancel, and it just goes back. Now, if it is me and I'm done, I'll click yes.
Thank you, PM has been recorded.
Tells you that the PM's been recorded. It goes back to the default. Now, be aware that this doesn't actually close the work order out permanently. It only adds the time to that particular work order for the amount of time I used to do the PM on the machine, number 4 in this case. Okay, so next we'll go to the close open work order types. Same thing, just a little different. I'm going to do engineering. Then I'm going to select an engineering work order number. In this case, we'll tell it I'm closing 2067. Email work order on completion. Do I want to? If I click yes, I just select an email address. Again, you can add these on your server. It all comes from the employee database. I'm going to tell it no at this point. I still have to tell it who's going to do the work. In this case, it'll be Ralph Smith. If you want to add an email address, you can click here. Just type in an email. This allows you to manually add an email address. However, keep in mind if it's not a legal address or you misspell it, you will probably get an error. But I added it so that if I wanted to send it to me or to another employee, I could just do that. But we're going to tell it email no so we don't get an error. If this particular work order number 2067 was done on a separate shift, and these are all fully customizable on the server database. These are just defaults that we added. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel it, and it'll just go back to nothing, or I can process the work order.
The work order has been initiated.
Tells you that Ralph Smith is processing work order 2067. So when Ralph Smith is done, again, it's just like the PM, we're going to tell it that it's going to be closed. So you see it made a work order.
Work order has been recorded.
Sends it to the database for saving. It goes back to the default. That's kind of it for the tablet. I hope this was informative, and there'll be 2 more series, one for the server and one for the CMMS. but this is the first of a series of 3. Thank you and have a good day.